Do you think there's a generational gap between our generation and our parents' generation?
Like
You know
how
what? Shut up. Just get into it.
Yeah, you say intro then. Intro. Yeah, generation. As you didn't let me speak that time, I was gonna say, yeah, like we talked about in the previous episodes. How we used to come out every day and
Yeah.
have fun, stay in the reality when when with the present technology we have, you know, often finds other, I want to say kids, but like our
Generation.
our generation or our peers, in stuck in the virtual reality. if
Like
know
this
what-
game.
Yeah, like this
What
fellow,
did I
this
do? I don't
gaming
play.
fellow.
I don't play
You'll
VR.
have- You literally have a gaming setup, so
I don't use
yeah.
VR.
Yeah, we are. I mean that you're stuck in the game of. I mean, game in the world of
Games.
all. I wouldn't say games, but like
Computer.
in the internet. You're always on the internet. I mean, I might be sounding like some 50-year-old uncle. What better? Always on internet. Come outside. No, not like that. See, people are making money out of doing these things. It's actually a big industry. But I'm saying, bro, touch grass, ra. Actually, if you're a Bangalorean, you know what this means.
Every
Touch grass.
gamer knows what
Oh,
touch
every
grass
gamer. Okay,
means.
okay, yeah. Damn, okay, bro. I didn't mean to attack you personally.
Yeah, see, I mean, people are forgetting the value of sports nowadays. That's what I'm saying. We're not going to be talking about this as a separate generation from us. The people who are losing it is a part of our generation.
Yeah.
I feel we are like one kind of elite squad who actually wants to play still. Yeah. I mean, I for one cannot sit at home for hours together and I can't even watch TV. Forget about playing games. Even nowadays, you don't have patience to sit and watch a 3 hour movie. That is was too much for me. I need to be on my feet and always doing stuff. Like for me, sports like from my young age, I've been always doing something or other like in the area of sports. Whether it was swimming, basketball. In school, I was always into sports. Outside,
Yeah.
I was doing sports. Right. So that's what I mean. Like people nowadays, they just want to sit at home and do nothing. It's really important. You see, it's not only about you get that mental satisfaction also sometimes playing sports
Obviously.
because your mind gets out of
Yeah.
your regular day to day activities.
Yeah.
So like for me, like cricket was that kind of a release. When I used to go and like I used to just practice 2 hours. I'll go bowl the nets, bat in the nets, and come. And the 2 hours of the day used to be mine.
That's
No college, no school. So that I feel is missing. Okay, obviously there are a lot of people who even come who like try to pursue sports professionally. But again, nobody wants to do it just to get a break. Which, if you want to take a break, you sit and watch TV.
TV or scroll on Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't disagree that. I mean, I'm saying even I do that. Like,
Yeah.
if I have a small break, I'm instantly on my phone,
Hmm.
scrolling through reels and texting people. But when I do that also, I'm like, why? What is the use? Instead of that, I'll go meet people in real life, right? I find happiness in that. So yeah, I would rather meet up with people,
Hmm.
not new people. I don't know if I'm good at that. Like people I know, right? Go outside and that's those kind of stuff.
Yeah, just instead of playing Dream League soccer on your phone, just go play actual football.
That was kind of personal, but
Wait, you play Dream League soccer?
oh, I love Dream League soccer. No, but the thing is, even when I step out of my house, bro, at this 5 o'clock when we had school also, 5 o'clock means two set of stumps will be there on the main road. Hey, now nobody is there, da. Nobody's there on the. Even if kids were playing, I'd go and join them. I'm still ready to play, but there are
But they're not
nobody's.
playing
Yeah,
cricket, they're
that's
just
what.
running around.
That's what I'm telling, right? So these days it's mostly Valorant.
I play
Fortnite.
Valorant,
I'm not telling you,
I don't
bro.
play
I never
Fortnite.
told you, bro.
Bro,
Just saying.
chatty, right?
Nah, but
No, I know, like, sort of Valorant, Fortnite, and what is that?
it's a lot.
Minecraft has become a
Hmm.
bigger thing than actually playing sports. And that's why, like, even now, whenever I get the chance, I still call my friend nowadays and I say, come, let's go play. Come, we'll play tennis or something. Come, badminton or something. Even now, I still wait for those opportunities to go play somewhere. So I think that is definitely one thing that
Lax.
our generation should change. And it is not only, it's also about maintaining a physical health.
Mm-hmm.
You be fit physically, you live longer.
Bro, see, as long as people tell, oh, bro, I'm lazy to do that, like, I'm saying people find that doing stuff that is not good as cool. That's what it's mainly becoming, right? So when they realize that, oh, working out or going out and doing stuff is cool, is a good thing, they'll be like, maybe it's not a cool thing.
Yeah.
Cool thing is to sit at home and play games. Bruh. Look.
It's not like cool. Okay?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Mm.
I don't do it for the cool. It's like stress relief kind of, you know. Say like 2 years of corona, you didn't play outside, just grows on you. You don't want to go out and meet anyone instead. You just want to sit online, play with random people you never met before, who speak horrible Hindi, teach you bad words and stuff like that.
See, you are literally pointing out the bad things that come up with it, right? You're just helping me support the point. So, see, I'm not telling do it, bro. You can do it. I'm not telling.
Just do it, man.
No, but like, keep time for that and keep time for, coming out. And
It's not a mistake if you just go out and just play for an hour or so. Even for that way, just even running for half an hour in the morning also is a good thing to do.
True.
And
So that comes with a lot of attention in social media also, right?
yeah, see, I mean, like social media, I feel is being misused.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe misuse is not the exact term, but they are not using it for what it should probably be used for.
Okay.
Social media, why it came? It is to interact with people, get new
Make
friends.
with people all around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Connect with people.
Share
Yeah.
your talent with other people.
Yeah.
know.
Exactly. So what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say is, see, people don't believe when I say WhatsApp is social media, but it is.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody say, oh, WhatsApp is or Instagram only is because you can share.
Oh,
can
like
put
with
posts.
The whole world. No, not like that. As
Exactly.
long as you're connecting with people, it's
LinkedIn is social media.
Yeah.
So that is the whole purpose of it. But people are busy in adding people to their close friends list and putting one story over there and blocking the rest of them.
Oh, you're saying misuse in that way. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought like the negative
Yeah,
effects.
when I thought like
They-
drugs,
yeah, you
drinking.
and then nudes and all of that, and how they misuse that for extorting money. Yeah, that also comes, but what you're saying is totally true. That
Yeah.
comes with a lot of, bad, negative.
No, wait, like I'm in a new school now, right? And I've talked to like one of the 8th graders here. I asked them like, what do you guys do? Like, he came up and he's like, I have 3 girlfriends. And I asked, what do you even do at this age with a girlfriend? I genuinely asked him, what do you do? And
Sorry, not 3.
yes, 3. And like he told, they send each other and then during class they're doing weird stuff.
PDA.
Yes, but like during public display of affection. Oh, and they're doing NSF also, NSFW.
Damn.
Yes.
Bruh, in class.
Okay, not like extreme. Okay, it's like touching and stuff. But still, like at 8th grade, were we?
Yeah, see, that's the thing, right? This is what we wanted to talk about in this podcast. This is where we were leading up to, because this is the generational gap. Even though it's not a huge gap, but the mindset, the gap in the mindset is what I'm
Honestly, it's
saying.
not even a gap.
Yeah.
This is people, even in my age, do this kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
So
what.
it's not a generational gap. As you said, it's a mindset gap.
That's the thing, right? So we were scared. Okay, it's not like we couldn't have done these things, but we knew what came with these things, the effects.
See, it's not only about what came with these things, it is unnecessary.
Unnecessary, totally
It does,
unnecessary.
by not doing that, I'm not going to lose anything. I'm not gaining anything by
That's
doing
true.
it also.
That's true, but it's like, see, by bunking you get a rush. By doing these kind of things, people might get a rush.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. We could have done these things, but we knew that it is not right. It's
No, but in our age, when we were in 8th grade, we didn't even have these kind
That's
of
what I'm
thoughts.
saying.
Our thought process was completely
the
different.
mindset gap, right?
Yeah, like our thought process was probably bunking classes or thinking how to convince a teacher to leave us in a free period.
These guys.
Yeah, mine was primarily how to skip homework.
Yeah, exactly. It
Look at
was
us,
this
bro.
mad.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, so definitely people. So that's the thing. Now kids are, bro, they're fearless. They're like wild. They find pleasure in doing these kind of stuff than the stuff we used to enjoy. That's the mindset gap.
See, that's what these things have to be addressed. That nowadays kids who should not be doing are smoking, are drinking, are vaping, are even consuming drugs, and even underage sex has become it's becoming a very big thing nowadays, right? Again, as I'm telling, these are really, really unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to, and see, stuff like drinking and smoking
It's
is just
unnecessary.
spoiling your health.
Yeah, for life. I get what you're saying. No, I was
Yeah.
just adding on to what you said, like drinking, smoking, vaping, and all of that is. Oh, bro, vaping in Bangalore
vaping.
schools, it is increased. Not only in Bangalore, like,
Like worldwide,
Yeah, like-
even in US. and
yeah,
all.
I know. Vaping,
It's a
and
pandemic.
it's more dangerous than smoking.
It is, yeah. I
and
know,
one
yeah.
of I heard these cases, like one of my friend's friend, her or his, I don't know, their throat started bleeding and shit because of just vaping and all of that, and
Damn.
yeah, it's actually very dangerous.
No, like that's not like the only effects of vaping too. Like I've seen multiple documentaries where people have holes in their throats because they vape
Yeah,
and
it's-
smoke too much. They can't speak normally anymore. They have to use like some robotic things to speak. Like everything changes. Your entire life
That's
is
the thing,
different
no?
now.
It has come out to be as a cool thing. Like
Yeah.
there is this whole. I know it's not the only reason. There comes, there might be something.
Again, people also say stress relief
Stress.
is again.
No, not only that, like family issues at you don't know what's going on in there. Like most of the friends I've had who got involved in underage drinking and smoking is either because of peer pressure or because of they're going through something rough in their families, and they their way of coping is by doing these bad. They're not taken care of properly, basically, right? They don't have the right, what do you say, like guidance. That's what, exactly. They don't have the right guidance to.
And I feel in some cases it is also sometimes parental. In few cases, like because parents do it, it kind of rubs off on the children.
Yeah, that's also true.
So that, I mean, again, as
See-
parents, you're okay with it. Okay, that is not our place to pitch in our ideas. As a parent, that's your liberty to do whatever you want. But ideally, you shouldn't allow these kind of stuff, right?
You shouldn't allow kids to do. See, that's the thing, right? By what you said, it also comes with, like, if parents are doing, kids see them and they sneak in without their knowledge. Also, they do. So we can't blame. So we can't tell parents to not drink and all.
Even the
They
kids will also want to try it and see
That's
how
what.
it is.
So usually, all these things result in underage, all of that, and people take wild measures. Like I've seen people creating fake Aadhaar IDs to just enter into.
Even
Fake
in US.
ID is a very common
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
in US
I know.
especially, everyone has like a fake ID.
Like it's actually very scary because like if something gets out, like it's messing with your because your Aadhaar is linked with your biometrics and all that. So your government has your data, like your whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So if there is some mistake in that, it's a huge black mark on your whole personal record. Because after that, you cannot maybe get so many things like,
A job.
yeah, job. It might affect so many things. So people have to be careful about it. Not saying they should do it.
I looked upon few stats here, and can you guys guess what is the average? Not average. The youngest drinking age people start in.
16.
6?
Yeah.
You said
I've seen kids smoke at 6.
6 years old.
Six?
I'm not kidding. In Mizoram or...
I'm sorry, you're not close to the answer. That is closer.
Okay.
14.
Oh, okay.
14 has been.
It's an average, so okay.
This is getting worse. He
I
said
know.
6.
No, this is smoking, not drinking though.
Still.
But in India, for us, the legal age for drinking is 21, except in few states. So, and see, even our legal age for smoking is 18. And outside
Is
my
there-
college,
is there a
yeah,
legal
there is a
age?
legal age.
Oh.
For any tobacco products, there's a legal age of 18.
Oh, okay. Right.
So, and outside my college where I used to go, so these people who used to study in 11th and 12th, they used to go and smoke in this place. It is like probably around 100 to 200, 150 meters away from the college in the shop. So I've seen multiple times. So beside that, there will be a small restaurant where I used to sometimes go eat. So I used to see many times police coming and catching those students.
Oh.
But I don't understand why they don't even scold the person who owns the shop.
Sells the-
Yeah, you should know.
Yeah, they can't.
So that's what I'm telling. When somebody is not supposed to drink, so who do you blame? And see, like one more thing also I saw is in countries like Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and all. Can you tell what is the average age at which people lose their virginity?
Oh, wait.
12.
Yeah.
Please,
12, bro.
it's 16.
16.
In Iceland, it is 15,
Oh, yeah, Iceland is the...
and overall the average is 17.
Damn.
Shouldn't it at least be 18?
See, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So that is the thing. It has become a trend. I'm talking mainly about our Indian culture.
Look. Okay. Indian.
Our upbringing is such that
See,
none of these
okay.
needs to be done until marriage.
Yeah, that's true. See, I would agree to that. Marriage, right? Now that's another thing, bro. In India, they talk about Indian culture and how they shouldn't have premarital sex, and in the name of that, people get married at an age of what, 12.
Yeah.
That also happens. So we can't just say that Indian culture says before 18 years old you shouldn't have sex. That's basically how they're talking before marriage. So to avoid those, they end up doing these kind of social evils. That's so yeah. See, when it comes to sex, it's I don't know. I'm not sure on this because yeah, definitely you should reach an age at an age where you are
Emotional maturity.
exactly you are emotionally mature, and then there also comes where you have to be there is a chance of mistake and all of that happening. So you should be financially stable enough to support something in case something happens. See, I'm not saying that is entirely the conditions to have sex like that, but just saying, right?
I saw one more thing from the World Health Organization where it says in developing regions around the world, in a single year, 21 million girls get pregnant underage, below 18.
Oh.
Below 18. And out of that, only 12 million give birth.
Oh.
Obviously, an underage girl, you'd logically think, how would they tell their parents?
Yeah, actually.
That's one thing. So they take measures. So I've seen cases where this happens, like, and what happens is the biological father and the mother who are underage, they take measures by themselves, right? So they go to hospitals, they take medicines, they take wrong measures. They have, because see, they're not emotionally mature, like I said. You need to reach a level of emotional maturity and a certain level of understanding to know what is to be done in these kind of situations. And when they don't do that, it ends up in a lot of problems. Like when they go, like I've seen cases like when the mother goes to abort at a young age, sometimes
The doctors call the parents or something?
no, not like that. Those are very small issues. I'm telling larger issues, like it sometimes because of it's happening at such a tender age, nothing's really developed properly. There might be some extensive bleeding which results in the death of the mother. So who do you blame at this point?
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
So problems like that are not minor, which is why you should think. And which is the mindset gap we see in kids these days. They do not think about when you're doing something, because this isn't a small step in a relationship, right? This is a huge thing, and we should take into consideration all these things. And so what they don't do is they don't take into consideration
They
all
don't
these
take
things.
anything into consideration.
Yeah, they just do it.
Yeah, like this generation, they don't like look at all the possible outcomes. They don't like think properly what will happen in the future.
Yeah.
They're like spontaneous. Oh, that's cool. I'll do
Exactly.
that right now. We are so cool that we think how to pull a heist in the canteen.
That's all.
Being alibis to it, but like these people, they don't think of anything. Just go straight in. You know, they don't. Then when something bad happens, they don't know what to do.
See, that is the thing. Like, see, I'm not here to say whether it's right or wrong, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of you will not agree to what we might be saying, but these things are a bit out of box and at least can be held up to a certain age. Nobody is going to kill you if you hold it up to the age of 21 or so. Nothing is going to happen bad in your life because you have held such thing. Because this is mainly a fantasy. And sometimes people just have a phase like that. So they have one small phase where they want to try all this stuff and they get enthusiastic. And then after one point, they themselves stop.
Yeah.
But by that time, they've already affected themselves because their body is still young and developing. Rather, push it a bit. See, again, that's what sex is. It's a very high level of intimate relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
And no, like, and what I'm trying to say is people having multiple partners for these kind of stuff, and those can cause like diseases also.
STDs.
Exactly. So these kind of stuff need to be taken a lot into consideration, right?
So let's see, multiple partners at a certain age after they've established something, that's fine. Let them handle whatever they want. That's up to them. But like at an age where you could spend a lot of time and channel your energy towards doing something productive in order to reach a level where you can experience these things with a much, because sex is a beautiful thing. I'm not sticking to sex, right? There's a lot of other things which needs to be experienced, but like everything has its own time. So at the time where you can channel your energy towards doing something productive in order to build something better in your future, where you can experience all these things at that point, it would make it much more better, right? Get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Yeah.
See, all I'm saying is that, as you told, like in the previous episode itself, I'm a bit old generation thinker.
Yeah.
For me, I'm sorry, I just can't agree to that fact. You see, maybe what I'm not saying what I'm saying is wrong, but again, we also don't have any experience in it, so we really can't give a full through image of it. But I just feel that it needs to be just pushed beyond a point.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's what sex.
Like, okay, like moving on, like we go to relationships now, like these days. I've had people who are not even 16 yet, they've had a 3-year relationship and the girls cheated on him. Like at this age.
No, see, that's what he's saying is right, because, see, okay, love and that affection, and at that point of time, you don't know what to differentiate between what is love, what is a crush. Sometimes you just have a small infatuation towards somebody. So this happens. Like, it's not like we did not have. It's not like people who are currently at their age do not have. But again, a relationship may be a bit extensive. Okay, there's no wrong in maybe confessing it or anything, but you should keep your relationship at a young love stage. You should not do anything. Okay, you can maybe go out, have a cup of coffee or something, maybe have a lunch somewhere, but it should stay with that.
That's what. If it's sticking to healthy habits, which isn't affecting your daily routine and is making you productive, at the end of the day, you're doing something good for your for yourself and for your family and for your loved ones, then it's perfectly fine if that's keeping you happy and everything. Because I've had friends too, right? Like one of my classmates, she's had a boyfriend for 6 or 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that long, but she's a school topper.
Hmm.
So I'm not saying have most of the cases relationships end in distraction and everything. It does. It has a high chance of it, but that's what. At the end of the day, if you're doing productive stuff, if you're doing something good for yeah, that's what. So it's
Yeah, I mean, that's what, like, as long as it's not affecting your day to day routine, right? And sometimes I feel that this should be a concept that we should bring into our culture where we speak to our parents also about it. Because if you are sure you're going to maintain it healthy, I'm sure parents will not mind. And parents should also take it in a sportive manner. Because, again, everybody, even they also would have gone through the same phase. Whether at least it was a teacher they might have had a crush on. At least something like this would have happened for them also. So maybe this might have been a problem in like with their parents.
Definitely.
So maybe they might have not revealed anything. But so okay, maybe you like a girl, you like a guy. It's no wrong in just telling your mom. I used to be in fact like very open with my like almost I used to be very honest with my mom. Like if any girl came and told me anything, I used to immediately run home and tell my mom, Mama, one girl came and proposed to me today.
So the thing is, right, eventually they'll find out. Whatever it is, eventually you'll find out. So instead of lying around and making stories, you can just tell them. But it's, you
So
don't
the
do it at
parents
that
also
point.
should take it at a sportive
Yeah,
manner.
so you don't, so at that point we are not like, as you said, in 8th or 7th grade,
Yeah,
you
that is
don't
right.
think about all these things. You're almost like, yeah, that's the age where there's a major hormonal transition. So you are involved in all that, right? And then when you slowly, get used to all of those things, then you start to understand the seriousness of it.
Yeah.
So that's perfectly fine, I think, because like I feel like kids have to go through these things and experience all that. Then only they learn later. Because see, what happens is when they are socially inadaptable, that's when problems occur when they grow to a certain age of 16, 17, when it reaches a point where they're mentally they're not able to contain themselves,
Yeah.
and it requires only social skills to change that.
Correct.
And I believe in it. There are a lot of people who don't. They think that self growth and all that. But I believe in social.
Asking for
Yeah,
help,
yeah. You definitely should ask for help.
Yeah.
So yeah, they should go through these things. What? Go through these things? Okay.
Yeah, so basically what we are trying to say here is that you guys that you should know the age for everything. Okay, there's no wrong in trying everything, but so you should just know when to start and when to not do anything.
Yep.
So I think that's all we have for this episode. We definitely have more to tell. So
More to trouble you with. This
So-
is going to be one of the most hated
yeah,
topics.
probably.
But it's fine because we agree that people don't have to.
Maybe
Our opinion.
at least after one
Hey,
point you'll
stop.
agree.
No, it's not. It's heavy.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, before
Please,
we say something.
please tune in to us on YouTube and Spotify. Thank you.